Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. So one thing that a lot of you guys asked me for is some videos of my Alliance War fights, and today I do have my Alliance War run from pretty much the start of the map to the final mini-boss. So this Alliance War run went okay, it went reasonably well. I did make a few very silly mistakes that you're going to see, but I want to share those mistakes with you guys and help you learn. So up first we had a Moon Knight who had, what was it? Power Drain and also Power Reflect back. I do make one pretty big mistake at the start of the fight where I attack into the level 1 too early, and then I repeat that mistake for a second time, but luckily he dashes back then. The first time he actually managed to get quite a few hits on me. So the real big mistake I made when fighting Moon Knight was not really being patient with his level 1. His level 1's really annoying and he can attack very fast after using it, so I should have kind of baited back, parried, and then gone in to fight him. So it's me being a bit over aggressive there. That cost me about 30% of my health during this fight. But apart from that, at the moment, you'll see I'm just trying to bait the level 2. One of the things that you might notice in this video, if you are paying quite a lot of attention, is that I am suffering from the occasional lag spike, and that's nothing to do with my video recorder. That's actually what's happening in-game. And you guys are going to notice this on an upcoming node where I fail to evade one of the attacks, because literally the game just lags and freezes for a second, and by the time it unfreezes, I've already been hit by the attack. The first fight, extremely easy though. Moon Knight is not very well utilized at all on a node where he gains more power from being hit, because that just gets him to his level 2 quicker, and his level 2 is really easy to just evade and bait. Something like Juggernaut, Magic, or Unstoppable Colossus, champions that really like do something, or every time they use a special, either, you know, damaging back or providing the unstoppable, those are a little bit better utilized on nodes like that. So the next node is a bleed node, so I'm going in with my Vision Age of Ultron, and I come up against a Guillotine, which isn't a very good champion to have on this, because, you know, Guillotine, a lot of her damage is bleed dependent, and if you're fighting a bleed immune champion, then even if you do get hit, you aren't going to suffer too much. An example of a champion that would be great on this node is something like Electro, because even if somebody was to use a Black Widow on this, then, you know, they would just get absolutely wrecked by the bleed. So whenever you're placing a champion on a bleed immune node, just be like pretty sure that 99% of the time the champion that is going to be killing it is probably going to be a Vision Age of Ultron, and I had absolutely no problem taking down this Guillotine. The only mistake I made in this fight was at the very start I took a blocked hit, which hit me for about a K. It was it's quite chunky. But apart from that, quite an easy node, very simple, just parry, beat the crap out of, power drain on the level 2. Yeah, Vision Age of Ultron, man, he's the real Alliance War MVP. So moving on to the second node, I had a little bit of a choice here because they've already cleared up to the mini-boss, which I was already expected to take down, and I already knew that the mini-boss was Ultron, so I was like, okay, well, I might as well use the remaining health on my Captain America on Vision to maybe get the next node down. So I went in with my Captain America World War II, a bit of a tricky node. This is an unblockable level 1, so up against Yellow Jacket, whose level 1 is a bit annoying to evade. You need to make sure you're really far back, and you have to time it perfectly, because it does have 3 stings to it. So you're going to see me mess up here a bit, guys. You see the in-game lag? Yep, that's what I was talking about earlier. Got a little bit screwed over by that. So my choice here was to either accept the stun or take the damage, and I decided to go for the stun, which in hindsight was probably quite a bad idea. I could have got KO'd there if he had used his level 1. So kind of in retrospect, I probably should have triggered that. But it's going well so far, you know, not too bad. Got that level 2 off. I'm aware that even if my Captain America does die, that I do have Vision to finish this fight off with. But it's going pretty well. Again, Yellow Jacket duped. Really awesome defender on the unblockable level 1 nodes. So, a good example of great node placement here, unlike the, what was it, the Guillotine and also the Moon Knight that we saw previously, which are probably examples of, you know, not so great node placement. So we've got 3 enemies down, and now we had to make a decision. There was one more node for the clearing, but it was a Thorns node, and Thorns node, especially with energy and physical resistance, as well as Infinity Blast, they are just really annoying to do without a dupe level 99 Black Widow, so I decided it was a little bit too risky, and I wanted to save my champions for obviously taking down the mini-boss, which is Ultron. Now, this Ultron, Very, very beefy, about 80,000 health. He was on about 50% health, but I knew as soon as I attacked into him, he was going to start regenning, so we had to play the game pretty well. The game plan was to stun and interrupt his self-repair and then build up to the level 2. However, that got a little bit mucked up when he evaded and slapped me in the face. So he managed to get most of his initial regen off, which was really, really disappointing. I thought at this point I just completely botched the fight. But, you know, you guys are going to see we made a little bit of a comeback. Ultron is, he's quite an easy champion to fight when you just, you know, either block or evade those level 1s. I think I was being a little bit lazy here. I'm relying a bit too much on the block button for the level 1s, so I just need to maybe evade those a little bit more in the future. So got him down to processing and timed that level 2 perfectly with his self-repair. At this point, I didn't want to risk parrying him and stunning him and removing that. Just let the heal reversal kill him, and it was GG. So, after my lane was clear in Alliance War, CLG Anthony, one of the absolute beasts in my alliance, went straight in for the boss kill and managed to kill him in the first run. As you're going to see, he was very, very keen. I couldn't even move to the boss. So that was it for the Alliance War. Hopefully going to be another win. We're going to find out later, but it's looking very, very good at the moment, ahead on both exploration and boss kills. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, feel free to like and subscribe. Take care, guys, and have an absolutely fantastic day.